The Minister is meeting with First Nations leaders today to discuss the federal government's controversial bill to fast-track major projects. CTV National News reporter Jeremie Charron joins us now for more on this. So, Jeremie, the Assembly of First Nations chief has asked for more listening. What does she mean by that?
Yeah, Kent, look, I think what we've heard from Indigenous leaders from across the country and the Assembly of First Nations chief is that they feel as though so far they have not been listened to. And the fact that this meeting is happening after the bill has already passed is one of the concerns. They would also like to ensure that this is not considered the entirety of consultation that is expected to happen with Indigenous leaders from across the country, but rather just the beginning, that conversations will continue to happen and that the Prime Minister is willing to listen to what Indigenous leaders have to say and perhaps projects that they may propose that could be of national interest in their communities. That is the clear message that Indigenous leaders have sent to the Prime Minister. And what we heard from the Prime Minister so far, and things are just getting underway here, he has just made his opening remarks. He stopped briefly to speak with members of the media on his way in as well, but he has indicated that he is here to listen. He'll be making opening remarks, and the rest of the day he will be hearing from Indigenous leaders, Kent. But he has made it clear that today's discussion is about the how and not so much the what, in terms of not looking at picking specific projects that are going to be the focus for the federal government, but rather learning and speaking with Indigenous leaders on how they will be involved moving forward and how they can ensure that proper consultation is happening, despite some of the concerns that they have brought up due to the fast tracking of this bill and some of the things that were eliminated in that process that could make it easier for the federal government to just greenlight projects without as much consultation. Those are the main concerns that Indigenous leaders have, and they're hoping the Prime Minister is willing to hear those concerns today and not just talk about what is to be expected in the coming months.
Now, how big is this personally for the Prime Minister, facing a lot of pressure regarding the bill to get work done, but also this pressure from First Nation leaders?
Yeah, I think this is absolutely huge. When you look at the success of this bill and the success or the potential success of the Prime Minister's plan to start trying to fast-track some of these projects of national interest, having buy-in from Indigenous leaders from across the country is going to be very important. We are already seeing challenges in the courts. There is a group of Indigenous leaders in Ontario that is challenging this bill. If the Prime Minister doesn't have the buy-in, doesn't have the support of vast leaders from across the country, Indigenous leaders from across the country, making progress on a lot of these projects is going to be difficult. So this is absolutely crucial for the Prime Minister and his government when it comes to actually making progress and making forward with a key piece of legislation here that he campaigned on, and he and his government continue to say will be crucial for internal success within the country, Canada's economy, and its allowance to not be so reliant on other economies. This is a keystone of that plan moving forward. So this is absolutely a very important meeting, Ken.
Okay, we'll watch closely. Thank you, Jeremie.
Anytime.